A car consists of various mechanical, electrical, electronic subsystems, and hence it is one of the most complex machines developed by humans. But beyond this machine being a mere mode of transportation, it is also a carrier of stories, dreams, sentiments, and such emotions that intertwine our lives. So many of us do associate with our cars in an emotional way. Be it the first drive, be it the long drives with your loved ones, or the most recent road trips. Our cars accompany us on life's adventures. When you feel such emotions with your car, it is quite difficult to part away with it, like in case of any prized possession. Keeping this in mind, we at NextGen have decided that we'll help you in keeping that bond intact with your car as long as possible. Today, I'm going to share with you 4 stories of how we at NextGen have helped these 4 individuals to keep that emotional contact or emotional bond with their car intact for the longest time. So let's enjoy this video.
You are a car enthusiast and you have multiple luxury segment cars in the household. But there is one vehicle that is close to your heart and you have been driving it for the past 10 years. Every time you get in the vehicle, you love driving it more than the other 4 vehicles in the household. Usually it happens that after about 10 years, you'll most probably sell the vehicle. But here, you aren't ready to part away with something that you love so much. So what do? Well, you approach NextGen Bosch Car Service and tell them to completely revamp the vehicle. And that's what exactly this car owner did for his 10-year-old Porsche Cayenne. As you can see, when we got the car, it was in this condition. I mean, at the end of the day, he's someone who owns 5 luxury segment vehicles. So it's not that the car is in a very dilapidated condition. It is just that the age is showing up. So it puts all the more responsibility on us to try to come to the level which the customer expects, to deliver something which is going to make him feel proud and rekindle his love for the car. We got on with our job and have completely revamped the vehicle. The exterior, like you can see here now, but also the mechanical bits. Because a car like this needs to be driven hard. A performance luxury SUV needs to be driven hard. And for that, it needs the best performing brakes and the best performing suspension. And that's what we were able to do for this vehicle. We have completely revamped the suspension and brakes by repairing most of the parts and replacing the fully worn out parts. And of course, the exterior. We have used a customized shade of paint for the exterior. And it was specially formulated in-house by our painter, who is trained by DuPont and can formulate any existing or new shade on his own. What we have done here is enhance the beauty of the car by adding a little bit of customization and sporty punch to it by giving the alloys, mirror covers, the side skirts and the rear spoiler a shiny black color tone. Now, revamping and customization is not just limited to the high-end luxury or performance segment cars. Even a hatchback car like a Volkswagen Polo can be revamped to make it like new. One such Polo owner was referred to us. He absolutely loves his hatchback and has been using it for quite a long time. There is another bigger car in the family, but they prefer to drive around in the Polo and sometimes even on longer drives. Because if anyone has driven the Polo, it is one of the best hatchbacks to drive around. So here we have the car in not a very good shape. And what we did here was this. Fine touches like giving it a slightly different look, like blackening the roof and the mirrors. But overall, the preference of the customer was to bring it back in the original like new condition. And that's exactly what we have done here. Finally, this is how the vehicle looks after it has been revamped to make it like new. Our decision to give a dual tone look to the Polo did wonders. The next one which we have here for our revamping story is the Skoda Superb. The Superb is the most underrated vehicle in the executive sedan segment. But I will vouch that it is one of the best performing cars. Loads of space, loads of comfort and the performance to go along with it. Now this is a vehicle which is an older generation Skoda Superb. Maintained quite well, but the age is showing up. This is a customer who is a connoisseur of automotive segment. Rather loves cars. So he's looking to get the vehicle back in shape and also wants to continue to enjoy driving the vehicle day in and day out like he has done for the past few years. This is what we were able to give him and how the vehicle has turned out to be. A complete revamp job done for the exteriors with high gloss, high quality paint used. Again, our infrastructure, our paint booth, and having all the necessary equipment does help in giving the best quality finish to such jobs. And that's what we specialize in, and that's what we want to deliver every single time. The next story over here is a typical heart over the brain kind of decision. There is this old rusty Honda City Dolphin model, which is almost 16-year-old car. This was the first vehicle for the owner, and he's very emotionally attached to this car. And he wants to make sure that even when the vehicle is old, it should stand out in his garage when it is parked with his other vehicles. And this thought is what drove him to completely revamp this old car. As we can see, there is a lot of rusting and damage due to the age and wear and tear. We have revamped not only the exterior, but the interior and even the mechanical and electrical systems have been given a complete redo to fit in this modern age. And this is how the vehicle finally looks like. For the exterior color pattern, we took inspiration of Mini Cooper since the customer mentioned that he finds the Mini Cooper look attractive. And really, we have made the vehicle in such a way that he can drive the vehicle every day and also take it on long drives, although it is a 16-year-old car. As you can see, Next Gen Bosch Car Service specializes in revamping of cars across the segment. Our expertise in doing the mechanical, electrical and electronic upgrades, along with repairing and enhancing the body of the car, puts us in a unique position of giving you a one-stop experience of revamping your prized possession the way you want it to be. So get in touch with us if you wish to create a story with your car which you would love to share with your kids and grandkids.